everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Q&A class. My name is Dr. Meghna Garg and I'm biology faculty at Q&A. Am I audible? Am I audible, everyone?
Ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Arush, for responding. So, students, now let's quickly begin with the class. So, we are on the last part of this chapter, which is the fundamental unit of life. I hope everyone is now clear with the older concepts which we have discussed already. Do you have any doubts from the previous classes? Any cell organelles? Any cell organelles? Anything? Any doubts? Anyone? To everyone else, this question is for everyone. Do you people have any doubts? Okay. Now let's quickly move ahead with the another very important part, which would be cell division. So the prerequisites for understanding cell division would be that you should be now thorough with the cell organelles, and also I hope everyone since have revised whatever we have discussed in previous classes. So you people also know about nucleus, what exactly is the structure of nucleus and what exactly lies in the nucleus. Okay. Topic weightage for cell division would be one question, and in today's class we would be covering the same. Now let's quickly move ahead to cell division. Exactly what is cell division? Why there is a need for cell division? Let's understand this. What happens when we talk of a cell? Okay. Inside the cell, there is nucleus present. Okay. And this nucleus contains the genetic information. It contains the DNA. Okay. This is your DNA and this is your nucleus. Now, this DNA is coiled into loose, or this DNA is present in the form of loose thread-like material initially, and this thread-like material, which you can see from here, which I have shown here inside the nucleus, this is exactly the chromatin form of DNA. This is exactly the chromatin form of DNA. Okay, DNA usually looks like this. This is how DNA looks like. This you will read in your higher classes. Okay, so DNA, it looks like this. However, this DNA is initially present in loose thread-like material, which is called as chromatin. Okay. Now, you people know that reproduction is basically one such mechanism where a progeny, or whether a parent produces its progeny. It is for the continuation or for the survival of the organism, for the survival of the species that an organism reproduces. Okay. For reproduction to occur, okay, I think all of you know about the basic reproduction in human. All of you know about the basic
Yes.
reproduction in human. Yes. So for reproduction to occur, for example, if humans want to reproduce, then the male would be producing gametes. Okay. And also similarly, female would also be producing gametes. Now, the male gamete is called as a sperm, whereas the female gamete is called as an ovum. Okay. And once they fuse or they fertilize with each other, then they will lead to formation of a zygote. Okay. After fertilization, they will lead to formation of a zygote. And then finally, this zygote will divide to form a mass of cells. This mass of cells, that is called as an embryo. And finally, from this embryo, development takes place and you have a complete baby. You have a complete fetus present. Okay. So this process where the male is producing gametes or the female is producing gametes, at this process, meiosis occurs. At this process, meiosis occurs. Okay. However, when we talk about reproduction in lower organisms, for example, when we talk about reproduction in bacteria, when we talk about reproduction in bacteria, or we also talk about asexual reproduction in some other organisms, okay, also about asexual reproduction in some of the organisms, then what will happen? See, now there is one organism, or you can say there is one bacteria. This is one bacterial cell. It is a unicellular organism. Obviously, we know this bacteria. Now, this bacteria will have a single DNA molecule, or you can say that it will have a single chromosome. For now, we can say that this is its DNA. Now, rather than producing gametes, what will happen? This bacteria will simply divide into two daughter cells. And from here, two daughter cells would be produced. Okay. Now, these two daughter cells, which are produced from the bacteria, they would be exactly replica. They would be exactly copy of the parent cell. Both the daughter cells would be exact copy of the parent cell. Yes. So during this part, when the bacteria is getting divided into two, this is called as binary fission. This is called as binary fission. But the process of this binary fission is more or less similar to mitosis. Okay. So in bacteria, we are calling it as binary fission, but this process of binary fission is more or less similar to mitosis. Okay. Now, mitosis not only occurs in lower unicellular organisms, but mitosis also occurs in humans. Also occurs in humans. Now see, whenever this binary fission was occurring in bacteria, it was a part of reproduction. But when this mitosis is occurring in humans, it is not a part of reproduction. So exactly when is mitosis happening in a parent, or exactly when is mitosis happening in a human? For example, now we say that we are humans. Okay, right now we are not in the reproductive cycle. So the type of divisions that would be occurring inside our body, if need arises, they will be mitosis. Meiosis only and only occurs when the person, or when the parent, it has to produce gametes, it has to undergo sexual reproduction cycle. Otherwise, the type of divisions which would be occurring in a human will be mitosis. Now, exactly when does this mitosis occur in a humans? So for example, if you get some sort of injury, okay, if you uh, get some sort of injury and you damage your skin cells, for example, then what will happen? After some time, you will notice that your skin will get repaired itself. Won't it be like that? Your skin will get repaired itself, or do you permanently develop a hole in your skin? Does it happen like this, or you automatically get the new patch of skin at the place where you have lost your skin? Does it happen like this? Yes or no? Yes or no,
Yes,
students?
ma'am.
Everyone else? Why I am not getting answers from everyone else? Anay, Aditi, okay. To everyone else, if you people will not respond, how will I teach you? How will I know that you people are getting to understand this or not? Yes, it is everyone's responsibility to answer the questions, okay? Now, so what will happen when this thing happens, when your skin repairs itself, okay? In that process, what will happen? Suppose, for example, now this was your skin, okay? And you have developed from this portion, your skin was removed, okay? Now what will happen? Whatever cells would be present in the immediate portion, which is lying nearer to this gap, now they will divide themselves. They will divide themselves through mitosis, and they will fill up this gap. And that's how your skin would be repaired. Okay. So whenever you get any sort of damage to your cells, any damage to your tissues, okay, in that case, there can be mitosis occurring. Okay, so that's the basic difference between mitosis and meiosis, and why does cell division occurs. So now from this we have understood that cell division can either be occurring. Okay, so now if someone asks you that what exactly is the role of cell division, or why does cell division occur in a person or in any organism, so cell division can either be a part of reproduction. Okay, cell division can either be a part of reproduction. So during reproduction, cell division will lead to formation of gametes. It will lead to formation of gametes. Now, the type of cell division which occurs during the formation of gametes is called as meiosis. However, cell division can also occur as a part of general maintenance and repair of body. Okay, also it can occur as reproductive cycle in lower unicellular organisms. Okay, so in that cases, the type of cell division which is occurring in these two type of things, that would always be your mitosis. Is it clear to everyone? Have you understood this? What
Yes.
exactly? Okay, everyone else unmute yourself and say your answers. Have you
Yes, ma'am.
understood? Okay, good. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Hannah. Okay, good, good, everyone, good. Okay, so now this was the basic understanding of what is mitosis and what is meiosis. Should I clear this screen, everyone? Can I clear this screen?
No, ma'am. One ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, take your notes. Let me know once you complete it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Laksh, have you also written it?
No, ma'am, writing.
Okay.
Ma'am, after the maintenance repair, so in downwards repair in lower unicellular organism.
Reproduction in lower unicellular organisms or even in asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction में भी mitosis होता है. Done? Can I erase it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Laksh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Better way to do this was this. Okay. Now moving ahead, cell division or mitosis. Okay. Now exactly what is mitosis? First of all, the question which often comes in your exams is that mitosis is which sort of division? Okay, now let's understand this first of all. See what happens. I just told you that inside the cell, if this was your cell, okay, if sorry, if this was your cell and inside this was your nucleus, okay. Now inside the nucleus, the DNA is lying initially in this loose thread-like form. This loose thread-like form of DNA is called as chromatin. Loose thread-like form of DNA. That is called as chromatin. But what happens when there is a need for this cell to divide? When this cell has to divide, then for equal distribution, for proper distribution of the genetic material, so that this genetic material gets equally distributed, there is no discrepancy in it. What will happen? This chromatin will get condensed. It will get coiled and condensed only when cell has to divide. Very, very important concept. Okay. So now once this chromatin gets condensed, it gets more coiled, then it takes the shape of a chromosome. Okay. So you can see from here that is your chromosome. Understood? So first thing to emphasize here is that the chromosomes, they are only and only formed when a cell has to divide. If a cell is in resting stage, then at that time the DNA would be present in the form of chromatin. Is it clear to everyone? Understood? What's the
Yes,
difference
ma'am.
between chromatin and chromosome? Understood to everyone else? Neha, Shaktivel has left. Okay. Rudra, Aditi, Samagna, Shubhranshu.
Yes,
Yes, please make this point very, very important. Chromosomes are formed only when a cell has to divide. Now, if I take out one cell out of my body. Okay, I have billions and trillions of cells present inside me. If I take one cell out of my body and if I see that how many chromosomes are present inside my cell's nucleus, only a single cell's nucleus, then you will see that there are total 46 chromosomes present. There are total 46 chromosomes present. Okay. So what happens now? I am elaborating only the nucleus. I am elaborating only the nucleus. I'm not drawing the whole cell. Okay. So what happens? Initially, let's draw the 23 chromosomes. 46 chromosomes. What exactly are 46 chromosomes? I am telling you. So basically, in our one cell's nucleus, in each cell of our body and inside the nucleus of each cell, initially there are 23 different type of chromosomes. 23 different type of chromosomes. So this was chromosome number 1, chromosome number 2, chromosome number 3, chromosome number 4, chromosome number 5, chromosome number 6. Likewise that there will be total 23 chromosomes. These chromosomes are different from each other. Now we humans are diploid. That means, what does diploid means? This term will often come in your notebooks or in your textbooks. Diploid. We humans are diploid. Diploid means that each chromosome has additional copy present. Okay, there is one additional copy present of each chromosome. One additional copy of each chromosome. So now this is chromosome number 1. There would be one more copy of chromosome number 1. Similarly, there would be one more copy of chromosome number 2. There would be one more copy of chromosome number 3, chromosome number 4, 5, 6, and likewise 23. So total how many chromosomes now would be present inside the cell's nucleus? How many chromosomes in humans?
46.
46. Yes. Everyone? Everyone? Is it clear? 23 pairs or 46 chromosomes. Okay. Now, what happens? Diploid condition is written like this. How do we write diploid? Diploid means 2n. N represents the number of chromosomes and 2n, that means we have each additional, we have replica of each chromosome present. So the number becomes double. So that's why we write diploid as 2n. Okay. Now see, this division, mitosis, it leads to what? In mitosis, there occurs exact replica of the daughter cells. So what is the aim of mitosis? Aim of mitosis is to generate exact replica. To generate exact replica of the parent cell. Okay, that means now this I have drawn here is nucleus. I have not drawn the entire cell. I have just drawn the nucleus here. Okay, I have just zoomed in the nucleus. Now what will happen when this has to divide, when this nucleus, now for division of the cell, now this cell which I have shown here, okay, now our purpose is to divide the cell. Now see, this is the cell which has to be divided. But for the division of this cell, initially you have to divide its nucleus into two. Yes, very, very important part. So initially there will be distribution of the genetic material and then there would be distribution or there will be division of the entire cell. So this is nucleus content right now. Inside this cell, this is nucleus content right now. This all is present here. Okay, now how will this get equally divided into two daughter cells? How will this get equally divided into two daughter cells? So now students, what will happen? First of all, our aim was to generate exact replica of the parent cell. That means if the parent is 2n, then the two daughter cells produced, first daughter cell and second daughter cell, both the daughter cells would again be diploid. Okay, so that's the whole motive, that we have to produce the exact replica. That means if the parent cell is diploid, then the daughter cells would also be diploid. Okay, so now what will happen? There will occur a sequence of events. Those sequence of events are called as cell cycle. Okay, this cell cycle, what exactly are the sequence of events? This you will read in higher classes. If you go for biology, then you will read these sequence of events in class 11th. Okay, for now, this cell cycle will duplicate. It will duplicate the original content of the nucleus. It will duplicate the original genetic material. Okay, so during this cell cycle, duplication of genetic material takes place. Okay, students, we are not, if in the parent cell there are 2n, that means 46 chromosomes, then in both the daughter cells there will be 46 and 46 chromosomes. Now, how this process will be occurring, that I am elaborating right now. Okay, Ane? Yes, Arush, what do you want me to repeat? Students, we are not solving much questions in today's class because this is mitosis. This mitosis is actually a bit difficult. Okay. So in NCRT, it is just present in the form of 3 to 4 lines. However, I do not want you people to get confused on this because this exactly forms the basis of your biology. Okay. So this is very, very important part. That's why I'm taking so much time to elaborate this. I have questions lined up immediately after this mitosis, but we might not be able to solve this now. This, I hope you people are not getting monotonous or you people are not getting bored. I hope you everyone is understanding the concept. Yes or no, everyone? Students? Okay, Shubhranshu, Laksh, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now what will happen? Okay. So our aim was this. Now, if some of you might say this to me that, ma'am, what will happen? Two daughter cells have to form from here. Now, what will happen? Ma'am, we have already two copies of chromosome present. One copy can go in one daughter cell. One copy can go in one daughter cell. How many of you can say this? Ma'am, there are already two copies of each chromosome present. Okay. 2n. Okay, 2n is basically diploid. Diploid means that you have two copies of each chromosome present. Okay, two copies of each chromosome. Just like you can see from here, this is chromosome number 1. So chromosome number 1 has two copies present. Chromosome number 2 has two copies present. Chromosome number 3 has two copies present. This is diploid condition. Okay, Arush, understood? Here, do you want me
Yes,
to repeat it?
yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I said that our aim during mitosis was to generate exact replica of the parent cell. We have to generate exact replica of the parent cell. That means if parent is 2n, then both the daughter cells, first daughter cell and second daughter cell, that will also be 2n and 2n. That will also be 2n and 2n. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Now, everyone else. So, everyone, now my question is to you people that, ma'am, during mitosis, we have to generate two daughter cells out of this. We have already two copies of each chromosome present. So, one copy can go to one daughter cell, second copy can go to second daughter cell. Wouldn't it be feasible? Would it be all right? How many of you think like this? How many of you think like this? Or even if you think different, what do you think different? Everyone, please start writing your answers in the chat box. Start writing your answers in the chat box, everyone. How many of you think like this? What? You people are not thinking anything. Yes or no, students? How many of you think like this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Sorry. If if some of you might think, okay, most of you are saying nay. If some of you might think that one chromosome will go to one, second chromosome will go to second daughter cell, then what will happen? This will lead to change in the ploidy level. Now, each daughter cell would have just only one copy of each chromosome. So this will change the ploidy level. However, the final motive of mitosis is to generate exact replica of the parent cell. One second. Sorry. Yes, the final motive is to generate exact replica of the parent cell. That means if parent is 2n, then both the daughter cells should be 2n. So now what will happen? Initially, this will lead to, there will occur a sequence of events which are called as cell cycle. Okay. Now in cell cycle, the duplication of genetic material takes place. So now I am drawing again the nucleus because I do not have the space to draw the entire cell. This was chromosome number 1's 2 copy. This was chromosome number 2. This was chromosome number 3. 4, 5. Likewise, there's total 23 chromosomes. Okay. Now, when replication occurs, so now this chromosome number 1 will get replicated and the additional copy would be present like this. Chromosome number 2 again gets replicated. The additional copy is present like this. Chromosome number 3 again gets replicated. Additional copy is present like this. Chromosome number 4. Chromosome number 5. Both the copies of the chromosome are getting replicated here. See, both the copies of chromosomes are getting replicated here. Not just one, both the copies. Additional copies are present like this. Okay. So now see from here yourself that this was chromosome number 1. This was chromosome number 1. Now you have total 4. You have total 4. Okay. Now similarly 2. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, chromosome number 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise this. Okay. So these copies, yes, Ane, that will lead to disbalance. Yes. So now see from here, this was chromosome number 4, chromosome number 5, chromosome number 6. Okay. Now see, we could initially we were writing chromosomes as like this, chromosome number 1's 2 copy, but after the division, after the replication, after the duplication of the genetic material, now I am writing the additional copy. Rather than this, I could have also drawn this additional copy like this. Hannah, I could have also drawn this additional copy of the chromosomes drawn like this, but what did I do? I just draw it like this. So what happens? The additional copy of the chromosomes which are produced, they remain attached to the parent chromosomes. So such copies are called as chromatids. Okay, such copies are called as chromatids. Okay, so this is after duplication of the entire genetic material. Is it now clear to you? That what exactly is happening? The cell cycle. So the entire replication of the genetic material is taking place. Is it clear to you? Everyone?
Yes,
Everyone
ma'am.
else? Is it clear? Ane, Rudra, Shaktivel, Arsh, Shubhranshu, Neha. I hope you people are not thinking that this concept is getting too extensive or too deep or too detailed. Okay?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now what will happen finally? Now you can see that now division can occur because we have obviously now 2. We have obviously now in a manner, if you see, we have now 4 copies of first chromosome. We have 4 copies of 2 chromosomes. Hai na? So now what will happen? Now, so this will get divided into 2 daughter cells. But when division occurs, what will happen? Our purpose was to generate exact replica like this. Our purpose is to generate exactly this replica. Okay. So what will happen? Out of chromosome number 1, this one copy, okay, this one copy would go to one cell. Okay. And this copy would go to another cell. Okay. Wait, everyone. Yes. So this will go to one cell, this will go to one cell. Similarly, or you can simply say, and these two copies, okay, these two copies, this will go to one cell, this will go to another cell. Similarly, this one copy will go to one cell, this will copy to one cell, this will be both to another cells. Likewise this, okay. So now what will happen? So now we can say again, see these original copies of the chromosomes, they can be present like this. Chromosome number 2, chromosome number 3, okay, chromosome number 4, chromosome number 5, chromosome numbers इस तरीके से likewise that 23. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, likewise this total 23. Whereas the new set of the copies, they can go to different chromosomes, okay. So this can happen like this, chromosome number 1, okay. Sometimes what happens now, the concept can get much detailed to you. See, this segregation occurs randomly. This segregation of the chromosomes here, this segregation, while this segregation is occurring, this will occur randomly, okay. It can be like this, that one copy of green and one copy of red can be together, one copy of both copies of red can be together, or one copy or both copies of green can be together. This is random segregation. In class 10th, as you will move, you will read a chapter which is called as heredity. In heredity, you will read a law which is called as law of independent assortment. So there you will get to know about this in more detail, okay. But for now you can remember this, that these copies, they will move now to different they will move now to different daughter cells, okay. So now what will happen? Chromosome number 2, okay. Now chromosome number 3, likewise this chromosome number 4, and likewise this, you have total 23 chromosomes, 23 pairs of chromosomes. So now students, have we now come to this, that the parent cell initially was diploid, and now again the two daughter cells have two copies of each chromosomes, so they will also be diploid. Clear? So that's how mitosis is taking place. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, Arush, I'm taking your doubt. To rest everyone, have you understood this? That how exactly are the two copies getting produced?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Arush, now what's your doubt? I'm taking up your doubt. Ma'am, is it the exact copy of the parent? If not, so it will lead to disbalance because parent chromosome, if goes to son, so other, that is not the exact copy. So how is it distributed equally? Arush, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ बच्चे अब बोलो. Ask me in Hindi. What is your doubt?
मैम मैं बोल रहा था कि मैम लाइक अगर इस क्रोमोसोम की एग्जैक्ट कॉपी होती है, वो जो आपने ग्रीन कलर से मार्क किया है, नहीं होती है, तो फिर पेरेंट सेल की एग्जैक्ट कॉपी अगर ये नहीं होगी तो फिर तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड थोड़ा होगा इक्वली सन और डॉटर में.
नहीं एग्जैक्ट कॉपी ही तो बनाई है मैंने यहाँ पे.
ओके मैम, ये
एग्जैक्ट कॉपी है. देखो ये क्रोमोसोम नंबर 1 2 थे, अब इन दोनों की ही कॉपीज हो रही हैं, तो बिल्कुल ओरिजिनल ही तो रहा, बिल्कुल एग्जैक्ट कॉपीज हैं. दे आर द एग्जैक्ट कॉपीज ऑफ द ओरिजिनल क्रोमोसोम्स. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. To everyone else, have you understood this? I hope this concept has not gone above your head, because I'm very cautious while teaching this, because most of the students, sometimes some of the students, they say that, ma'am, we are not able to understand. So even if that is the case, we can again go for revision or repetition of this class. But see, students, particularly, I invest so much time in this class, mitosis and meiosis, because as soon as you will move to class 10th, you will immediately face a chapter which is called as heredity. And 95% of the students I have ever seen in my life, during the heredity class, they are clueless about what is mitosis, what is meiosis, how does formation of gametes takes place, nothing. And that becomes a real challenge for us. So at that time, we have to again repeat all this. So we have covered this here only, and once you will move to higher classes, you will at least have an idea that what exactly is mitosis and what is meiosis. Okay, everyone? Understood?
Yes, ma'am, like the same feature सेम पार्टिकल्स होने चाहिए जैसे उस क्रोमोसोम में, तो एग्जैक्ट कॉपी फिर तो उसी क्रोमोसोम में होगी, तभी तो वो इक्वली माना जाएगा।
हाँ, धीरे 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 क्या बोल गया? हाँ बोलो आरुष, क्या बोल रहे हो?
सेइंग दैट जो पेरेंट क्रोमोसोम है, सो अगर उसके जैसे हम कोई एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं, हम कोई फूड खाते हैं तो उसके अंदर जो मिनरल्स होते हैं वो सेम होने चाहिए दूसरे वाले को इक्वली होने के लिए।
हाँ मतलब फूड पे कहाँ पहुंच गए तुम? हाँ फिर आगे बोलो, हाँ क्या डाउट है, समझ नहीं पा रही मैं। हाँ
जैसे
फिर
क्रोमोसोम के पार्टिकल्स या कोई भी पार्टिकल्स ले लो, कुछ भी वो फीचर्स सेम होने चाहिए, इस वाले जो आपने ग्रीन से बनाए, इट्स एग्जैक्ट कॉपी।
पहली बात, क्रोमोसोम में कोई पार्टिकल्स नहीं होते। दूसरी
यस
बात
मैम,
बच्चे, हाँ
एग्जाम्पल।
क्रोमोसोम एग्जैक्ट रेप्लिका होना चाहिए, तभी तो जो डॉटर सेल्स बनेंगी वो एग्जैक्ट रेप्लिका होंगी पेरेंट सेल्स की। ठीक है? सो द ग्रीन कलर्ड chromosomes, they are exact replicas of the red ones which I have shown here.
ओके।
Okay, got it? Okay, now let's solve some questions now. I think we will not be able to cover meiosis, so I hope, genuinely pray, please, please genuinely want all of you, please go home and re-revise this concept of mitosis, not from NCERT, but from the notes which I have given you today. Okay, please revisit these notes. This is very, very important. Laksh. Laksh, how many classes have you attended with me till now?
More than 10.
More than 10. And you know the basic rule of my class, that when you have to answer the questions of the questions asked by me, then you have to do it in chat. Okay. Anji. Okay, very good, everyone. Very good. Laksh has gone on an answering spree right now. Okay, very good, everyone. So the correct answer is option number A. This is option number A, not option number B. This is option number A. Two genetically identical daughter cells. Good. Next question. Okay. Now for this, students, I'll tell you the answer for this question because we have not discussed this. The answer to this is spindle fibers. Okay. We will discuss these spindle fibers. Okay. We will discuss these spindle fibers in next class. For now, you can remember this, that these are spindle fibers. Okay. Spindle fibers, they help for separation of chromosomes during mitosis. Okay. And one more thing to mention here is that when we had discussed all the various types of cell organelles, one cell organelle which is not discussed at your this current NCERT level is centriole. Okay, you might get questions on the platform from the centriole. So centriole is basically one such cell organelle. Yes, centriole is a cell organelle which leads to formation of spindle fibers. So centriole forms spindle fibers. Okay, and these spindle fibers then eventually separate the chromosomes. Okay, separate the chromosomes. I'll show you an image of this in the next class, but for now you can remember this. Okay, now next. Now the term is again equational division. Equational means if your parent is 2n, then your daughter cells would also be 2n and 2n. So which type of division is this? Equational division. Very good. Everyone, yes. So the correct answer to this is option number B, mitosis. So now in your notes where we have written, in your notes everyone, where we have discussed this mitosis, please write it, very, very important. Mitosis is equational division. Equational division. That means if the parent is 2n, then it will lead to production of two daughter cells, which are both again daughter cell 1, daughter cell 2, which are again both 2n and 2n. Meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 we are going to cover in next class when we will be covering meiosis. Okay.